So hello everyone, my name is Saurabh and we are back. We are currently on the day 3 of solving 150 questions for the next 5 months, and today's question is remove the duplicates from the sorted array. For the part of the people who might think that I have actually solved this specific question earlier, I want to tell those people that the last submission was on the March of 8th. I have solved this question earlier, but it was 4 months back, and as a part of the series I will be solving this question again. Also, I wanna add one more thing, that at the end of this video, after completing this specific question, I will be solving the smallest palindrome, this specific question, because actually I tried to do this specific question while I was in the college but wasn't unable to finish this question. I think I might have actually pushed this specific question to the GitHub, so I think here it is, yes, yeah. So the smallest palindrome, so we will be completing this specific question by the end of this by the end of this video. So yes, let's start with this specific this specific question, that is remove duplicates from the sorted array. This one is pretty easy question, and I think we have actually understood this question. And let me just start out the timer. I think I should have started this specific timer earlier on, but it's totally fine. You people totally understand. rm sorted arr.cpp should hash include bets std. Where is my template? You know what, header file में बहुत ज़्यादा बोलता हूँ. std, yes. Do we need to test this specific question? I don't think so. Return 0, shift V, and since we have to go on every element of this specific array, so we will be using time complexity as optimization of n, and the space complexity should be, because we are not storing anything, we are just modifying the things up, so the space complexity should be optimization of 1. So that's the part I will explain. What do I mean from these things? If you are new to data structure, DS and all, just for the part, just see me while I solve this specific question. So at first I will be finding the size of the given array. Then since we are going on every element, so I think we will need iteration over every element. And if we need to sort out, since the array is sorted, so I think we can start off from initial value, and let me name it as m, and the initial m is 0, the count we are actually looking into, and I think we can iterate for every, we can basically iterate from every value, and I think we have to iterate from first value. Yes, I think we will have to iterate from the first value. And what is happening? Yes, and if nums ith is not equals to nums I minus or 1, what are we going to do is nums m equals the element we are currently on, right? Nums m equals nums current element, and we are just going to move m to the other part, and m is going to hold the count of unique values, so we are going to return m. I think this should be the solution, and in case we have made any errors in it, no, I think this should be accepted. Where is run button? Okay, initial test cases have been passed. any further, let me just try out with 0 as a test case, or an empty array. Is empty array in the constraints? Not actually. I mean, let's call it a 0. I think right now it should actually result me. Okay, it's totally fine with it. I think we don't have to put any check if it's 1 or 0. I think it should get submitted as of now. Let's see, any test case remains up. Nice, fine. I mean, I think this is the best approach that's possible in it, because we have to iterate over every element at least once. We will have to see that how many elements are in there, and I think there should be a direct way of sorting or basically finding out the unique element, but the key is the rest of the elements would be removed in that specific method. I think there is a method. Let me just check it out. Is there any direct method to remove duplicates from a sorted array in CPP? I think there is a direct method, right? Erase unique this. I mean, should we try out from this specific approach? That is, I mean, vector dot erase unique. I mean, basically moving all of the elements from this specific array. And let's see. We'll just try out this way. So let me just comment out this specific part, and I'm gonna give it a try, such that, I mean, let's see if we can solve this specific code in the minimum possible syntax, right? So I think it's a one-liner. Nums dot erase unique nums dot begin, nums dot end, and nums dot end. Yes, and simply return nums dot size. I think they should do the part, or I mean, they should be an acceptable solution. Let me just copy it out. Let me just give it a run. I think size should be, oh, I think it's submitting. Let's see. Yes, it has been accepted. What are the, yes, I think it is much more memory efficient. As you can have a look over the, I think the C one is much more memory efficient. What was the code that I actually submitted by then? I think this was the code. I mean, C is obviously much more low level, so C should be much more efficient as compared to C++. I mean, obviously C++ uses not far more or much more memory as compared to C, but yes, C++ is a higher level